Hi, good afternoon. How you doing? I am joined by this lovely lady,
Minyata.
Minyata. Awesome. We've been conversing about topics that go hand in hand with sort of healing men, women. I want to ask first of all how old you are.
I'll be 39 next month,
That is
actually.
incredible. That's awesome. This lady has a lot of wisdom, right? So we were conversing, as I just recently mentioned earlier on. I wanted to ask, you brought up a good answer with this, right? And I want to go ahead and rehash this for the audience. And so I wanted to ask about her understanding of men. Do you feel as though you understand what men like in a woman? Or
I think that men don't even understand that,
what makes you say that?
their actions.
Their actions? Okay.
I think that most men are split, meaning they have the desire for a wife and like that responsibility, accountability area of their life, but then it's also the lower self inside that a man has and the desires for, how can I say, unsavory women. I think they will project a lot of filth onto those women, but it's actually how they feel about their own lower side and selves, sometimes even their sexual side. A lot of men are disgusted by what turns them on.
Do you think it goes the other way, like as well, or do you think it's like the demographic about the lack of understanding is more so on the men's side than it is for the women?
The lack of understanding for what you
For
want.
for what they want on the
I
opposite
think
end.
it's men that are more struggling with
Okay,
that.
okay. And then
I think that even made you feel a certain way just then.
no.
Kind of tripped you up on the interview, but
No. I just
you go
want.
to the next question.
Yeah. So all right. So
Don't blush.
got you.
You
So
turning red, baby, and you're black. So I
so
think,
right. Sorry. So right. Okay. So the next question is the standards. Society. They have a whole bunch of societal standards for women, right? So what I mean by this is that when a woman seeks out a man, right? Usually it's more so about a man taking care. A man has to earn a certain income. A man has to, be a certain height, whatever. In retrospect, when a man seeks out a woman, it's more so about acceptance. Like, okay, well, she can't be. Why is it okay for? Basically, what I'm trying to say is, why is it okay for women to have those sort of standards in accordance to society, and men not have standards? Whenever a man usually says those standards, he's looked at as like he's misogynist.
I think it depends on the woman you're speaking of.
So okay, so if I was to say, for instance, if you like, okay, what kind of men do you like? Like, how's your height? Do you have a standard of
This
height?
is too all over the place
No.
for
Do you
me
have a?
right now.
Do you have
And
a?
I said that that's interesting. You would bring me up
Mhm.
in that because I do not.
You do
I
not.
have never dated a man for his height. I say that these things are contingent upon the type of, the woman and her personal
Okay.
standards.
Go-
As far as a man having no options to have standards, I find that to not be true. I would need examples of that.
Okay, so right, an example would be if
And
I
be
was
sure you have me in the camera.
no.
Right.
An example would be if I was to say that I don't want a woman that's over 200 pounds, then I'm body shaming, which I've actually had experience with. I'm body shaming, or I am not accepting a woman for her natural character. But if a woman says that she doesn't want a man that's that's under 6 feet, then I'm talking
Again,
about
I cannot
you can't
relate
speak,
to
you
that.
can't relate
And
to
so
that.
the questions you're asking have to I have
Be
to be able to do
relatable to
something
you,
correct.
right? I understand.
And so to get the interview back on track, elevate the camera a little bit.
Mhm.
There was something that you said earlier in a conversation that we were having that I love. And that was that you had a woman in your past that you would notice you guys would walk down the street and sometime she would have her head down, and in private at some point that you brought it up to her that, babe, we should walk with pride and with our heads up. And you noticed over time, sometime later, that she did that. And what I commented to that was, I found that awesome for a man to do that, which would be to elevate his woman, to not feel a need to stand over her, stand on her shoulders, to validate his manhood or his value as a man. That if you leave a relationship, even that you leave a woman somehow in some way better off You said that some of those women, you influence their health and to get into working out. And so that should be the objective of a man, and then quite frankly a woman as well. On that note, we're going to close.
Yeah.
Everyone have a great day.
That was cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And me and you are going to keep talking.
Yeah.